Infinite Ozzy Osbourne, Korn are going old school, and Dave Mustaine is tasting his own medicine.
Marching off to war.
Metal is life and well, so let's see what keeps it going today. Here you go.
They get down on their knees.
Infinite Ozzy Osbourne.
He can mow your lawn, perform at kids' birthday parties.
In the latest installment of What the Flip Did I Just Read, we get the following news. So here's a little riddle for you. What do you get when you mix Mad Max, Cloning Labs, and Ice-T? Right, you get Ozzy Osbourne's DNA in a can.
These cans of low-calorie iced tea with B vitamins have each been drunk by Ozzy himself.
Yup, the Prince of Darkness has teamed up with Liquid Death once again for what might be the weirdest merch drop of 2025. As for $450, you can now own one of the only 10 cans of Liquid Death iced tea actually drunk by Ozzy Osbourne himself, sealed and preserved with his real DNA. The campaign is called Infinite Ozzy, and the idea is that one day, when the law and science catch up, you might be able to clone Ozzy Osbourne.
Get it, Ozzy clone. Yeah.
And in his own words, clone me, you bastards.
Act now.
Each can comes in a lab quality container and is hand signed by the man himself. And in all honesty, if at some point in the future we may live in a world with multiple Ozzy Osbournes at the same time, then those $450 might actually be a pretty cool investment.
No, this is not a joke.
But yeah, it looks like the campaign around the Ozzy Osbourne's and Black Sabbath's final concert is not going to slow down. Not at all, and may only pick up the closer we get to the date. As just a reminder, last week alone, in addition to several scandals around that concert, we also found out that it will be streamed worldwide, an Ozzy Osbourne museum will open in Birmingham, and that we also will get a special documentary specifically about how Ozzy Osbourne is preparing for his final concert. And for some weird reason, I think that those are by far not the only news surrounding the most anticipated metal concert of this year that we will get sometime soon. So yeah, sorry to everyone who hates Ozzy Osbourne, but it looks like the news about Prince of Darkness and Black Sabbath are not going anywhere from our Metal Digest, at least for several next weeks. Here guys, just super quick, wanted to point out that only around 30% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to this channel. So if you're not one of those, and especially if this is not the first video you're watching here, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to this channel right now. Let's continue building this amazing heavy metal community together.
You know who the fuck it is.
A surprise from Testament. Thrash metal veterans Testament shared some pretty awesome news this week, as apparently they're officially done mixing their newest studio album, and it will be mastered next week already, which means that their newest studio album may see the light of day earlier than expected, and more precisely, this autumn. The record was produced by Jens Bogren, known for his work with Creator, Opeth, and Amon Amarth, and will be the first album since the 2020's Titans of Creation, and the first full album featuring drummer Chris Dovas, whose energy reportedly lit a fire under the whole band. In addition to everything, guitarist Eric Peterson told the Mixtape podcast that the entire team is very proud of the work they did on this album, and that's exactly why they're already working on a follow-up to it. Yes, seriously, apparently all of the legendary thrash metal bands are now working on 2 albums at the same time. Vocalist Chuck Billy revealed that the lyrics will explore everything from AI and the environment to government conspiracies, so everything you would expect from a thrash metal band in 2025. But what we all couldn't expect is that this album will also feature a song titled Meant to Be, which apparently is going to be the first ballad Testament will release in over 30 years.
Wow.
So yeah, with much momentum and the new fire in the lineup, don't know about you, but I'm super excited to see what Testament have prepared for us this autumn. And here, as always, a huge shout out and thank you to all my patrons and all of the YouTube channel members and everyone who purchases Metal Pilgrim merch to rock out at this summer festival, as it is thanks to you guys that this channel is able to exist. And here, just wanted to point out that in addition to an Angelripper interview, there is also a special episode with the worst songs from each Iron Maiden album, which is already available for all of the patrons and all of the YouTube channel members, and which there is a high chance that you might actually hate me for. But nevertheless, if you would like to watch it, definitely do not miss it. All the links to it will be in the description to this video. Korn goes old school. Korn are back in the studio, and they're doing it the old school way. Guitarist James "Monkey" Schaffer revealed at Download Festival that the band is recording their next album entirely on tape. No fancy software tricks, just a sweaty room, rolling reels, and pure digital detox. We're all in the room sweating it out, Monkey told BBC Radio 1. And if we don't get it right, we rewind the tape and do it again. And you know what? I actually think that this is pretty awesome. As the thing is that I know that I rarely talk about Korn on this show, and a lot of people are simply loving to give them hard times. But when I was a teenager, Korn meant a lot to me. And to this very day, I actually believe that their early material actually contributed quite a lot to helping heavy metal survive through the hardest period in its lifetime. And so yeah, hearing the news that Korn, who were breaking the rules of metal back in the day, are actually going back to the roots and doing it an old school way is a pretty cool thing. And overall, I have to point out that this next studio album will be the first full-length since 2022's Requiem. And given how much attention there is to Korn lately over the past couple of years, and given the fact that they once again are gathering stadiums, including in the United States, on one hand does put quite a lot of pressure on the boys, but on the other, I truly hope will kind of make them release the material worthy of their early albums. And if they actually do that, I don't know about you, but I'm all in for that. Metal chat with Sodom's Angelripper. One of the most anticipated metal albums of 2025, at least for me, and definitely in thrash metal, is the upcoming studio release of the legendary German thrash metal band Sodom, which will see the light of day next Friday. And so, in honor of it, you know me, I simply could not resist and not invite nobody else but Angelripper himself on this show.
Tom, talking about heavy metal is literally my biggest passion in the world. I can do that for hours, but there is a time limit to these things. So to close this episode, can you tell us one craziest story or one of the funniest stories which has happened to you on the road together with Sodom in your 40-plus year-long career?
There are thousands. If you ever saw the DVDs, Laws of Depravity, especially the one, you know what I mean, I remember that. The funniest story was we came from Germany to Austria. And on the border, we take a piss, and smoking a cigarette. I went to the toilet for taking a shit, And I'm coming back. The bus was gone. With the crew, with my band, with the support band, And I can tell you what, and after 5 days later, I was at home already, There were seconds. So many shit, That's what I want to do. Maybe the next time I have a fun time, that I'm going to write a book about Sodom, but my personal Sodom autobiography,
That would be great.
And there will be a lot of funny stories and also not so funny stories,
Full interview with Angelripper about a lot of things is actually already available for all of the YouTube channel members and all of the patrons. So huge thank you to all of you guys for all your support. And if you're one of those, definitely check it out before the general release. And we will talk about Sodom's upcoming album next, Metal Digest. But for now, I just have to point out that at least to me, this is definitely a contender for one of the best metal albums of this year. As on one hand, it is an undeniably Sodom album. and it sounds very old school, and partially because all of the drum parts on it were recorded on tape, which gives this truthfulness to its sound. But on the other hand, it is not a 1980s album whatsoever, and it does actually push the boundaries of Sodom as well. And maybe because it is the first studio album in Sodom's discography on which all 4 band members actually happen to be the composers of the songs on it, which definitely added quite a lot of diversity to its sound. So yeah, definitely check it out when you have a chance to do so. And now the time has come for us to talk about 5 latest metal releases from this week, which although did not get their own segments in this video, are definitely worthy of your attention. Brazilian thrash squad Nervosa returned with Smashing Heads, their first new single since the 2023 album Jailbreak via Napalm Records. And this track, as always, features ferocious guitar riffs, thunderous vocals and breakneck blast beats, all hallmarks of their signature aggressive sound. Frontwoman Prika Moral returns with commanding presence, and the official video delivers chaos in vibrant form. Sheffield's hardcore metal powerhouse Malevolence dropped their 4th album Where Only the Truth Is Spoken on June 20th through Nuclear Blast. Produced by Grammy winner Josh Wilbur, who previously worked with Lamb of God and Gojira, it represents a leap forward, heavier, more polished, yet grounded in raw, emotional authenticity. Themes of honesty, loyalty and personal struggle run deep, and many fans and critics alike already name it one of the best albums this band has ever released in their career. And why hardcore icons Biohazard have returned after over a decade with Forsaken, their first new music in 13 years. Uniting their classic lineup, this track rocks the fast beats and trademark New York hardcore aggression, unveiled in a raw live video filmed on their 2025 European tour, capturing the band's visceral energy on stage. Finnish melodic death metal heroes Omnium Gatherum released The Last Hero, first new single from their upcoming LP May the Bridges We Burn Light the Way. It's a high-energy track with driving riffs, a memorable chorus, and themes of perseverance, described by the band as narrating an old-school street hero who never gives up. The song comes with a sleek video and the announcement of a 2026 European tour. German symphonic metal band Beyond the Black are back with Rising High, their first song in nearly 2 years, released via Nuclear Blast. This track fuses soaring melodies with polished production and pop-influenced hooks, signaling a fresh, creative era. And alongside the single, the band also announced a 2026 European headlining tour. And here once again, our metal playlist Metal 365 has actually been broadened to not 50 but 100 songs at the same time as of right now. So if you haven't listened to it for a while, or if you still haven't added it to your libraries on Spotify or YouTube Music, definitely do it right after watching this video. All the links to it will be in the description to this video. Javier Bardem. Come on, seriously? A couple of months ago, Hollywood actor Javier Bardem has joined the pantheon of celebrity metalheads after being spotted solo rocking out to Judas Priest during their concert in Madrid. And so this week, when Jimmy Fallon asked him about it on The Tonight Show, Bardem replied simply, "Oh yeah," and started headbanging so hard that he cracked his neck.
Are you a metalhead?
Oh yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
Talking about his favorite band, he listed Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, AC/DC, Metallica, Pearl Jam, Slipknot, Pantera, Bad Omens, and of course Iron Maiden and Judas Priest. And here I just wanted to tell you a little fun story about it. As most of you who've been following this channel for around a year or so know, I was actually present at that same show in Madrid. And the craziest thing, that I was actually filming the content for you guys right from the same spot, right next to Javier Bardem. Yet of course back then I thought that he was just some crazy Spanish heavy metal maniac. And I actually realized who it was only after I saw the stories and reels on Instagram. But yeah, I can confirm that he was going absolutely nuts at that Judas Priest concert. And by the way, a quick reminder here that you actually have a chance of winning this alternative cover Judas Priest Invincible Shield vinyl record signed by all the Judas Priest band members, which they signed right at that tour on which they hung out together with Javier Bardem. And all the information about how you can do it by possibly saving someone's life will be in the description to this video. But yeah, it's so freaking awesome to see good actors actually having good taste in music.
Yeah! Come on! We don't have time!
Exactly.
Yes!
Megadeth and Karma.
Marching off to war. Everyone can see.
Oh, the irony just writes itself sometimes. Dave Mustaine has spent years reminding us all about how many Metallica riffs were written by his hands. And now his former Megadeth bandmate David Ellefson is flipping the scripts.
Don't say it. Don't say it out loud, please.
In a new interview, Ellefson revealed that he co-wrote the lyrics and melody for Megadeth's Soldier On, which appeared on the band's latest studio release, only for Mustaine to kick him out of the band and take full credit for that track. According to Ellefson, the song was finished together before the split, but once he was out, Mustaine changed the title and wiped his name off. He didn't pay me or put my f***ing name on it, Ellefson said. So as far as I'm concerned, Lars and James were pretty generous to him. Seriously!
Oh my god!
The funniest thing is that this statement actually came just days after Dave Mustaine once again reiterated how many Metallica songs were written by him, and once again stirred the pot about how Lars and James were so unfair to him. And now Ellefson says that Dave Mustaine does exactly the same thing to him. So yeah, it looks like all of the metal drama, and especially the one around Megadeth, is not going anywhere anytime soon. Which, in honesty, is becoming old news at this point. And I actually truly hope that Dave Ellefson and Dave Mustaine would find some common ground sometime in the future. Which it looks like there is a tiny chance that might actually happen, as this week Dave Ellefson also opened up about how much he misses Mustaine, and that some of the best moments of his entire life happened next to Dave. So yeah, who knows, maybe these two will find a way to talk the things out sometime in the future. But for now, we got what we got.
I know I got to soldier.
But anyways, what new music did you listen to this week? Please let us know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And please don't forget to like it, comment under it, and of course join our communities on Instagram, Facebook, X, Threads, Discord, and pretty much anywhere you can post content these days. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and we will prevail. Slava Ukraini!